The C# compiler knows that this else statement is coupled to this if statement because it immediately appears after that ending curly brace. If we did not have an if statement before the else, we would get a compile error because the C# compiler will be like, well, what thing are we supposed to do if the thing above us is not true? So this will result in a compiler error. It makes no sense logically. It makes no sense to the C# compiler. It makes no sense to me. There's no reason to write it, so it's an error. However, if we preface that else with an if statement, then we are allowed to place it down here and have it execute only if the if statement did not execute. So if I hit F5, I can say, "What? Please enter your name." I can say Nelson. Your name is Nelson. Otherwise, your name is not Nelson. So that's an else statement. It's fairly self-explanatory if you understand how the if statement is working, because again, it'll execute its block only if the if statement did not execute.
And just to answer a question that Don had asked, and that is, with the if-else statements, are the curly braces required? And with a single statement, no, they're not.
Yeah, no, they're not, but we are going to be writing them.
Only to keep readability simple for our beginners. But right now, just demonstrate, Nelson. Go ahead and remove the curly braces for me. Since we only have a single line of execution for both if and else in this case, that's perfectly fine and will run without any problem. But Nelson, if you want to add a second tabbed over line on the if that's not part of a block, this is a big problem. Look at that. If you take a look on line number 15, you'll see that else now has a squiggly underneath it. So
that's not particularly useful error, but the point is that C# compiler no longer knows which if to pair this with because we've technically started an entirely new set of expressions down here.
Precisely. So since now we have multiple lines, this now needs to become a block belonging. That was awesome. Yeah. This needs to belong to the true evaluation of the if. So they need to these two statements need to be inside of the curly braces, as you see here.